Hello everyone, welcome to valuetrainings.com. So now we'll take up a very basic topic, what is Selenium WebDriver? Well, to understand what is Selenium, we will go to the official website of Selenium, that is seleniumhq.org website, and out here the very first line of the website says Selenium automates browsers. That means it is an automation testing tool that is basically for automating the web-based application in various browsers. You cannot automate your desktop-based applications with the help of Selenium. Alright, so Selenium is an automation testing tool which will automate your web-based application, and it works on the following browsers. Alright, so this makes Selenium very powerful because it works on the multiple browsers, and along with this it also works on multiple operating system. That is, you can make Selenium work on Windows operating system or a Mac operating system or a Linux or Unix operating system and many more. So this makes it a very powerful tool, and that is why the demand of Selenium is increasing day by day, because it works on multiple browsers and multiple operating system also. Alright, so now if you have to use this tool, you'll have to write your code in some language. For example, you can write the Selenium code in C#, Java, Ruby, Python, Perl and PHP. So these are some of the languages which Selenium supports, and you can write your script in any of these languages to work with the Selenium. Alright, okay, so now coming over to the components of Selenium. So Selenium is made up of 4 components. Okay, that is, the first component is IDE, which is not a very useful tool. It is primarily a record and run tool. A record and run feature is there in every automation tool, but record and run feature is not successful these days because websites these days are dynamically changing. If you record a website today, for example, say if I take the example of bbc.com, that wouldn't run tomorrow because you've recorded the components of the website which are constantly changing every day. The complete bbc.com changes every day because the news changes. And secondly, it only works on the Firefox browser only. It doesn't work on any other browser. Okay, and it can only be used for very small scale applications. That is, if you have a website of 1 to 2 pages, then if you want to test, then you can simply work with the IDE. But if you have a large scale project, then just don't waste time learning IDE and implementing your project with IDE. It will not help you. Okay, fine. Alright, so the next component is RC. So in the beginning there was something known as RC which used to work on multiple browsers, and it is available in multiple languages as well. That is, you can write the Selenium code in C#, in Java, in PHP, in Python or Perl or whatever it is. So for learning IDE, you don't need to learn any programming language. You just need to know the JavaScript. But if you are working with RC, you must know any of these languages in order to work with the RC. Alright, and then now RC had its own limitations as well. So to overcome those limitations, the next component that came up in the market is the WebDriver. The latest thing, and in the market the most famous thing. This is what you need to learn, Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver, it solves all your issues. You can test your application across all the browsers with the help of WebDriver. Okay, and then you can learn the Selenium WebDriver in any of the languages, C#, Java, Python, Perl, in any of the languages. So as a tester, you have to learn any of these languages to implement the WebDriver code. WebDriver, it gives the end-to-end solution. It generates the reports. You can parameterize your test cases as well with the Excel file and many more operations. So we'll talk about all these in the coming classes. So just an overview of the WebDriver. Fine. Okay, so the next component that comes up is the grid. Well, grid is combined with the WebDriver, and then you write your script which helps you to run the test cases parallelly. That is, what you have is you have a central machine with you, and with this central machine you connect multiple machines to that central hub that is known as the hub, and hub controls the execution of the test cases on the various other machines which are known as the nodes. So basically grid helps you for the parallel execution of the test cases. And how it helps you? It helps you in saving your time. Okay, so you can test your application across multiple browsers and different operating system as well, because when you will be running your test cases parallelly, you can have Windows operating system or a Mac operating system or a Linux operating system. So you can execute the test cases on multiple operating system or multiple test cases on multiple operating system. It depends all on your configuration, how you want to build up. Okay, so these are all the four components of the Selenium.